Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as we welcome the 57th Governor of the great state of New York, Governor Kathy Hochul.
Hello, Westbury. What a wonderful day to see all of you. It's a little delayed because I happen to take a detour to the Majestic Diner. You know me and diners, and then, of course, 500 selfies, but that's all right. It was a great reminder of what I cherish about Long Island. And so, but one of my great privileges of being governor is certainly traveling this state and coming to communities like this, especially seeing the transformation that occurs when they've been the beneficiaries of this incredible program. You get a chance to reimagine entire neighborhoods and to ultimately bring the vision of a community to life. And it also attracts new people, new investments, creates jobs, improves the lives of so many, and no better place to do that and talk about that here in Westbury. And I want to first of all acknowledge our deputy mayor who is pinch hitting here today. I had a chance to talk with the mayor. He says I'm in good hands with you, so we're very happy to have you here as Deputy Mayor Jefferson. Peter Carbone, the president of the Westbury Improvement District, thank you for helping shepherd this through. There's a lot involved, bringing the community together, and it's so critically important. I also want to acknowledge Kevin Law, the Empire State Development Chair. So Kevin, thank you for the work you do for us at the state level as well. I have many partners in state local government who've been acknowledged, especially my partners on the state legislature. Friends in labor, thank you for all you do in rebuilding our great communities, and also to all of you who are part of the community and the DRI planning community. And I think it's really important to have projects like this. You know why I know this is important? I spent 14 years as a local council member. And if someone had come to me and said you could apply for a $10 million grant, I would have thought I died and went to heaven. That's how significant this is, because in the past, what we had to do is you try to piecemeal projects. You have a great idea for maybe a bike path or some signage or some connection from a downtown over here and bring in new businesses. 50,000 here if you're lucky, maybe 100,000 if you had a really good year. It takes forever to have a real wow impact all at once. And progress stagnates. People get discouraged, and it just goes on and on and on. And that's what sets this program apart. And you get one enormous infusion of money. It's not just without strings. You have to make sure you spend in the right places. But it's the vision of a community. We don't sit in Albany and dream up what you should have in your downtowns. And I'm glad we don't, because we don't have the insights, the passion that you have, the respect for the different businesses and who you're trying to draw to your community. Only you know that, and I know only you know that. And so projects that complement each other can happen all at the same time. Results happen so much faster. I was here in 2017 as a fairly new lieutenant governor to announce that this community was the recipient. It was a beautiful day. Everybody was so energetic. It was like announcing the winners of the Oscars and the Academy Awards. It was a wonderful day. And I knew then that in a few years we would see an incredible story unfold, the transformation. I got in at the ground floor, you got at the ground floor, and we have all these commitments to what is going on here. And I've seen an incredible turnaround. What this has done, we're going to show some pictures. $10 million will not change necessarily the physical downtown always, but it changes the psychology of a community. It changes the attitudes of a community who know that they're worth investing in. That's what I love, too, when I see that people walking around with this sense of pride and belief in their neighborhood and their downtown, and it really makes a huge difference. These are really a catalyst, and I'm so committed to making sure that we do this over and over and over. We've done $58 million so far. This has been incredible. When you think about the impact, the return on investment, it's nothing but extraordinary. So some areas you get rezoned, some areas you don't. I mean, you know your downtowns, but there's at least something to build on. And as I'm talking about how we need to rebuild downtowns, I'm using Westbury's 6 successful DRI projects as an example. I'm talking about this all over because this is powerful. And we rezoned acres of land. It was blighted before near the railroad property. I've always said the land near railroads and train stations doesn't have a lot of use, but now it does. And you had a goal to make sure we had space for transit-oriented development. Now, some people have said Transit-oriented development, I'm not sure, that sounds a little scary, right? Look at what it is. This is what we're talking about. Areas that are blighted that no one would ever see any value to, and it certainly doesn't have any economic value for the community, right? These projects generate money for the local governments so they can keep your taxes lower. I know that because I was in that role. That's what's so important about these as well. So you build residential space, commercial space, and look at exactly what's happened. Cornerstone Westbury built rental units, 130 rental units, many of which are affordable. These projects are still transforming this area. This is what I've been saying all over. And this is a chance to make sure that we take dead space and make it become live space. This is what I think every community that has transit should be doing, and they'll look at this as a model of what can be done. And so today I'm expanding the guidelines for the Long Island Investment Fund as well, something that Kevin Law has been involved with. We've been using this for economic development primarily. We added this money my first year as governor. The legislators helped bring this home. Thank you very much. And now we're going to expand this so it can be used for other projects. We can reuse this for commercial sites as well, as well as not just redeveloping commercial sites, but redeveloping them into housing as well, if they're near transit in downtown. So we can remove blight. We can add mixed-use properties and make it a place people want to live. You won't even need a car. You live near one of these stations. You just have your life centered around here. This is how we change people's lives. It's better for the environment as well. The less driving we do of vehicles, the more we use public transportation, and the Long Island Railroad is there. We can get this done. It's where young professionals can live. It's where you can entertain friends on a weekend. Go to coffee shops that were never there before. And that's what's so exciting about this. There's an energy, a buzz, and a sense of place. This place matters. And every single village and town should have projects like these. And that's what I'm focused on. It's one of the executive actions I've taken with my pro-growth communities. What I'm saying is to future communities, if you want to be eligible for these funds, we want you to adhere to pro-growth standards. Tell us that you're going to really invest in your community. And we'll help you with the sewers. We know it's always a barrier. We can help with those projects if necessary. But make a commitment to your people. And people want to be part of your community. That's how we have the opportunity to grow this area, as well as take care of the needs of employers. Employers want to have homes that are beautiful for their employees to live in. That's how they attract the workforce here. Or we have outstanding educational institutions, all the colleges we have here on Long Island, all the graduates that come through here. So many, many, many want to stay here. They've fallen in love with this area if they're not from here originally. And now they can live here as we continue to build more housing and projects like these. So that's what we're going to keep doing. Investing in these, letting communities drive the process. Just do it. I'm not going to tell you where, I'm not going to tell you how, just do it. Just start doing it, because we have to make up for some lost time here as well. So we know that we can continue with these projects. I'm going to talk about some other projects as well. I want to see some more of these. Let's see. We have the Westbury, we made changes to the streetscape on the Post Avenue corridor, expanding sidewalks, planting trees, bike racks, upgrading lighting. Beautiful, beautiful work there. Also, when I was in local government, I started a coalition. My mother had a little business on a main street. Now, it was not the best time to start a small business during the middle of a recession at a time when everybody where I live was moving out of town. But my mother believed, and we started this little village coalition because a lot of the businesses were looking kind of run down and shabby. You know, having handmade signs in the window, you know, six-pack of Budweiser, $1.59, whatever it was. It wasn't the nice, it didn't have a sense of place. It didn't have a charm. It didn't have character. And we worked together with the local businesses, told them we should work together on having this open the same nights of the week together, little shopping coupons and different discounts. And we worked together to bring our business community together. And so I know how important those groups are as well. And I want to make sure that we do this and show how important all these little details are. When you do a streetscape, you add some park benches and make some nice street lights and fix the curbs, it looks transformative. It's beautiful. So what we're doing is not just the streetscape improvements, but making sure we have space for the Westbury Arts Council so they can add programs and public exhibits and lectures and classes. How amazing is that? Are you here in the house, Westbury Arts Council? And projects for 10 commercial buildings and 3 public buildings. Facade improvements are everything. It's a facelift. No face looks great forever. Okay, let's admit that as we all get older. But you can do a facelift. Look at this transformation. When you go by that building, it speaks to you about new life, a place that's important, a place that has a purpose. So those are the projects we've been investing in. You know, you rehab the beautiful recreation and community complex we're standing in today. How gorgeous is this? Each of these projects stands on their own and their own merits, and that's the power of all these. So I'm going to use this as an example. If I can have your permission to brag about this all over the state of New York, say this is what you have an opportunity to do. If you bring the community together, have a collective shared vision for the future, and make sure that you work together to accomplish it, and then we'll get the attention of the right person, which is our Secretary of State, who makes a lot of these decisions in our economic development team. As I said once before, it's proof that these communities have the power to define their own destiny. That's what this is all about. And with that, I want to congratulate everyone involved in not just the start, not just the middle, but now finally the end of the project. Well done, Westbury. And with that, let me bring up with that our Deputy Mayor Jefferson from the great village of Westbury. Deputy Mayor Westbury.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for being here. So this morning I received a call, a text message from the mayor, and unfortunately he was unable to attend today. He's under the weather. But I'll tell you, I was disappointed because I know the effort the mayor took to actually get the projects done. But I'm excited that we're here today because when we received the $10 million grant from the governor, we said, hey, what can we do? And the mayor pulled us all together. And you know, today I'm just happy that we're here to celebrate the completion of our projects. I want to say, I want to welcome the governor to Westbury. And Governor, I know you've been here in the past, but I want to welcome you today. I want to welcome Secretary of State Rodriguez, County Executive Bruce Blakeman, Town Supervisor Jen DeSena, and all in attendance today. I also see that we have our Sheila Bynum, our legislator, our county legislator, and Town Councilman Robert Troiano. So today marks a substantial completion of the DRI project. It was a journey. Each of the 7 funded projects was conceived through public engagement with hundreds of residents, and I see some of them here today, who were stakeholders in the project. Each project is truly transformative. You just saw some of the projects for our community. We have our Arts Council building, we have this campus, including this building, and the community center and our rec center, our streetscaping projects, which you guys just saw, and rezoning of what we call our triangle area. Our goal from the very beginning of the project was to use these funds wisely. We wanted to make sure that we brought the redevelopment efforts that we brought to the village were at the next level, and to make Westbury a model for other communities who would be receiving funding in future years. I do believe that we were able to achieve that at the same time making our community better. What do you guys think? We made our community better, we made it more sustainable, and we've also made it better for our future generations who will be moving here to Westbury. And Westbury, like we like to say, is one of the best places that you can live, you can also work, and also enjoy the arts. I want to thank the governor and her office, as well as the Office of the Secretary of State, Robert Rodriguez, and Home and Community Renewal, for being terrific partners throughout the course of our DIR projects. We maximized the program, and we do believe that all the projects that we did have a return on investment. The mayor said to us, and the board of trustees, he said to us when we received the $10 million, he said, hey, I know that we just got $10 million, but how do we actually make that 10 million turn into 100 million? How can we invest this money in projects that are sustainable? And through working with the community, engaging the community, I believe, again, that we were able to do that. I want to read some words that the mayor have, his words, and he provided this morning. And I think it's important that I say it's his words, because I want to let the community know how the mayor feels about your input into this. He says, I want to thank the community and all the stakeholders who participated in the process, including the Business Improvement District, Westbury Arts, Westbury Seniors, and the hundreds of residents who commented, had input in our engagement sessions. And there's some of the members here today. We have Steve Rudolph. Steve, thank you very much. We have Chester McGibbons. Chester. We have Connie Lacasio. Connie, hi. And we also have Julie Lyons. These people were instrumental. They participated in our sessions. They helped us develop the vision. And the mayor would like to personally thank you today. I want to thank the members of the Board of Trustees. First Deputy Mayor Steve Cordy. William Wise is here. William Wise, Trustee William Wise. Vincent Abatello couldn't be here today, as well as our deceased board member, Joan Bowes, who was also instrumental in these projects. Also want to recognize, I also see in the audience several community members. I won't name you, I won't go into the names, but I do see you here, and we want to tell you thank you. We want to thank the staff. We had a terrific staff. We have Bill Mello. Bill Mello, you here? Yeah, okay, Bill Mello. Ted Block, Anna Vis, Chrissy Kernan, Gail Slocknick, Phil Fogeri, and Joe Brillantino. All of these employees were involved at some stage of the project. These guys, we have a great staff here at the Village. We could not accomplish what we do in the Village on any given day. And as far as the project goes, there's no way we could have pulled this project off without a great Village staff in place. So again, I want to thank you. I would also like to thank Eric Alexander, who I see right over there from Vision Long Island, who always provide advice and guidance on redevelopment and transit-oriented developments. And Eric, we thank you again. You were at every session that we had, and you continue to be, partner with the Village. Thank you. Now, the DRI program is a model of how the state can support local governments as a partner in addressing local needs as well as regional priorities, a model that can be expanded into other areas. Local communities are typically have bigger plans than resources. So again, in order to accomplish this, we need the help of our partners, such as the state. And Governor Hochul, again, we would like to sincerely thank you. Secretary of State Rodriguez, we would sincerely like to thank you for all that you've done to support the project and your staff. In closing, I just would like to say, again, we are very thankful for the community who made this all possible also in part, and they partnered with us at every step of the way. Thank you. I would like to introduce Peter Carbone, president of our Westbury Business Improvement.
Thank you, Beaumont. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Peter Carbone. I'm the president of the Westbury Business Improvement District, as well as the Westbury Carl Place Chamber of Commerce. Both organizations have a common goal, and that's connecting businesses with one another, the community, and to promote the idea of shopping local and to support our local merchants. These businesses are the heart and soul of our community and what enable it to thrive. I'm lucky enough to be in the same category as these businesses and have come to know many of them as friends. When Mayor Peter Cavallaro was able to secure the grant awarded by the state of New York for the Village of Westbury and the DRI program was put into force, I was just a board member of the Westbury Business Improvement District, also known as the BID. And our previous president, John Fitzpatrick, was kind enough to ask me to be part of the DRI committee for the bid towards the final phases of the facade grant portion. From there, I watched Mayor Cavallaro, the village trustees, and all those in the DRI committee put this program into effect. I think that we can all agree that they did an amazing job, a job that was neither easy or an overnight task. I will forever be humbled by the opportunity to watch and participate, even in a small way, in this great accomplishment, which has also encompassed rezoning of the Westbury Village. As a third generation in my family's business located here in the village of Westbury, I'm constantly hearing stories on the history of Westbury. Watching the DRI take place over these past few years has been nothing short of remarkable. It has improved the perspective of Westbury from outside communities, attracted new businesses, developers, and families, and expanded the idea that Westbury is not only a place that people want to call home, but that business owners want to call home as well. I feel the DRI has caused a ripple effect that we have yet to see hit its peak. As a local business owner, myself with my family and a property owner, that is not only something that excites me and my family and our business, but the opportunity for business owners throughout the village and property owners to be excited as well. This can be seen by the improved streetscape, increased foot traffic throughout the village, the real estate development, and the facade improvement throughout the town. In closing, I would like to thank all those that serve as members of the board on the BID and the Chamber of Commerce, who work tirelessly to support the local businesses in the village, especially our Executive Director, Vanessa Esposito. It was the great leadership that we have from Mayor Peter Cavallaro, the trustees of the Village of Westbury, and all his staff that allow the village to grow by implementing programs such as the DRI. And I can't wait to see what the future holds for the Village of Westbury and the businesses within it. Thank you all for having me. I'd now like to ask Secretary of State Robert Rodriguez.
Thank you, Peter. I appreciate the introduction. And thank you, everyone, and thank you to Governor Hochul for your unwavering support for the Downtown Revitalization Initiative and our newly introduced New York Forward programs. You can always bet that it's going to be a good day when the governor comes into town, and she did not disappoint today. As you heard, Westbury has undergone a tremendous transformation, being one of our first downtown revitalization communities. And now that you've seen all the completed projects, you can see for yourself how dramatic that transformation has been. You can see from visitors and residents alike the improvements that are going to be achieved through our investment. And it's not just $10 million. What we have seen time and time again is that that $10 million attracts additional investment. What you're seeing is additional businesses, additional housing investments, and that's exactly what the program is supposed to do. So the completion here at Westbury is really that shining example of what is possible on the island of Long Island. And really what we want to do is to continue to invest in our downtowns, move forward with the Downtown Revitalization Initiative and the new New York Forward program. And as you recently heard with the announcement regarding the Long Island Investment Fund, announcing not only continuing the momentum that we have here in Westbury, but making sure that all Long Island communities have that opportunity to revitalize and have success through that fund. So I want to again thank Mayor Cavallaro and Deputy Mayor Jefferson for welcoming us to the village and giving us an opportunity to celebrate Westbury and the transformation that occurred. So with that, this concludes our program. Thank you all for coming, and we look forward to going out and enjoying Westbury today. Thank you.